When you have completely and utter belief in the Lord, and you truly believe He's...
As an atheist who hears the Christian sales pitch for their religion almost daily, I wanted to give brief insight on why the religion comes across often very scammy to those on the outside. Okay, let me super quickly lay this out for you, and then I will connect the dots. If I say I am convinced of a God and actively putting faith in it, but then go on to describe Allah or Vishnu, most Christians would say that doesn't cut it. So our understanding of God, like essentially what traits we're referring to when we say we're convinced of God, what God traits we're putting faith in, like who the being is that you're pursuing or trusting, does in fact matter when you're talking about a deity. Now that we've established that, how do Christians reconcile this with their pitch that finite, fallible humans couldn't possibly wrap their minds around an infinite, infallible God of the universe? One whose ways are mysterious and so far above ours. Please stay with me, we are so close to coming full circle. Because see, on one hand they're saying, well, we can't possibly wrap our mind around everything, and we don't need full comprehension of each individual trait that God has. We can have full belief without full comprehension because faith can help bridge that gap. But in the same breath, on the other hand, they're suggesting there is a very specific, distinct line somewhere. Like, because your faith has to be in the correct version of God. It has to be a specific faith, not a big faith that bridges, meant to say vague faith that bridges some ambiguous gap. Because if you put faith in the wrong version of God, a God with different enough traits, you will go to hell. So which of God's traits are deal breakers? Which of his traits and what percentage of them, like how much of them do we have to understand in order to get into heaven? Where is the line and who has the authority to determine the line? Which of God or Jesus's traits do we have to be able to be convinced of and wrap our mind around and put faith in order to gain salvation? Christians spend so much time on these short sale pitches, like just believe, or believe, repent, choose, and they never really focus on creating like a checklist, like something really extensive, going in depth on like an actual game plan, something deeper than just these vague statements and call to actions. So here's where it comes full circle, like really from the outside, it really genuinely appears that everyone is just projecting their own interpretations onto these vague statements and game plans, just assuming that they're all believing in the same exact God. But the reality is that there's so many different interpretations of God, even within the Christian community. Even early Christians disagreed on everything you would call the foundational beliefs. As an atheist critiquing the Christian community, I know y'all are not on the same page. No matter what topic I critique, I will get some Christians saying, no, it's not that, it's actually this. And so then I'll critique that and I'll get Christians saying, no, it actually was the original thing. Like every single topic that could possibly be critiqued, Christians disagree on because I see them in my fucking comments. To wrap this up, I will say, what does it mean to fully believe or fully put faith in a God you cannot fully understand or comprehend? And to any Christians, I hope your understanding and what you are putting faith in is the version that is just correct enough. Good luck.